Hello, friends of the VisionCrypto channel. What a crazy week it has been. A week before the election in the USA, the mood was totally depressing, and now FOMO is breaking out again for almost everyone. All coins are shooting up, and even coins that were thought to be dead are developing positively. That's why I want to talk about Cardano again today, even though I have already analyzed the price very often. Because Cardano has managed to increase in value by over 30% in the last few hours and is therefore currently developing extremely justified, the question arises, will this entry be sustainable, or is there a risk that the price will collapse again? Basically, the stronger the upward momentum, the more severe the correction could be. Definitely write in the comments whether you are fundamentally falling into FOMO due to all the price explosions, or if you have a feeling of FOMO, then send me a rocket emoji. And if you are still very skeptical, then send me a thumbs down in the comments. You are also welcome to subscribe to the channel and let the video run until the end, as this supports the algorithm, my channel, and my work. My name is Aryan from VisionCrypto. I wish you a lot of fun now, and let's go. Before we get started, just a small organizational matter, as it is occasionally mentioned in the comments. I can, of course, display the bar where the current price is visible in the video, but this means that since I don't have the appropriate format and I'm not recording the entire screen here, the entire chart will become smaller. You have to tell me if you say no. Even if it becomes a bit smaller and harder to see, it doesn't matter. I want this price list on the right side, then I will include it in the future. If you say no, then rather bigger, I will keep it as I have it so far. Besides the rocket and the thumbs down corresponding to the FOMO or skepticism, you can also feel free to write in, do you want to see the current price on the right? Or do you want the larger chart? And now we really get started. We are first looking at the long-term chart, and there has been the question all along, will Cardano build another low, which would invalidate the bullish count, that is this red line, and by now, one can almost say it is highly unlikely to happen. It would be important for Cardano that we take out this high here, which is approximately at a price of 81 cents. That means we would have established a higher high, and that would actually be a pretty reliable sign that another low is completely ruled out. But I will also no longer pursue another low now. I will leave this here on the chart. And we just have to watch. We must not fall below the bear market low of 22 cents, and as long as that doesn't happen, the upward trend is definitely there. Now there are two scenarios for Cardano that can play out. Scenario number one, this is a bearish interpretation that we have not yet completed the correction in the larger time frame, because this bear market low here has exactly reached the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which means that we would only be building a very large wave for here in an A, B, C structure, and then sell off again down here and continue this correction. Should that be the case, we would reach a price for Cardano between 75 cents and rounded up to $1 before there is another sell-off that would likely lead us to a new low. I do not consider that the likely scenario, but solely from a risk management perspective, it is my duty to discuss the bearish scenario with you. Because you know it yourself, in FOMO one can make the biggest mistakes. Then it is no longer necessarily the optimal entry price, but the missed exit price. That's why I'm telling you, there is a technical chart risk that we could see a sharper correction at a price between 85 cents and $1. If we rise above that, then we could be relatively sure, and it currently looks that way due to the strong increase, that we will get the bullish count, and we could reach a price between $5.30 and maybe even $8 more for Cardano at the bull run top. These are not set in stone price targets, because here we also have to wait and see how the further structure develops, but the forecast and the technical possibility are present at these prices. Now let's look at the short-term time frame and see how the chart could or will develop in the next days and maybe even weeks. If you don't want to be transparent, meaning that they shouldn't have all your data in the crypto space, and you also don't feel like identifying yourself for hours and submitting documents, then you might need an exchange where that's not the case. And if you want to trade your favorite coins without the EU saying, but not this coin because we don't like it, then you might also need an exchange where that is not the case. I personally trade on CoinEx and enjoy the freedoms that I want to have there. What you need to register is an email address and a password of your choice, and then you are registered and can trade freely. There are more coins instead of fewer, the fees are moderate, and those who register now can receive up to a $100 welcome bonus. Do it like I do, go to CoinEx and sign up. Now let's briefly take a look at the shorter time frame together, and there we can see that Cardano is currently in a wave 3, and that is typical in the crypto space, and it's like a surprise bag. We have a target for the start of wave 3 for Cardano. It is at 57 cents at the 1.6 Fibonacci. And you can see that the price is continuously rising and is basically in the process of to break through the price level for wave 3. Since I started recording, I had prepared the chart beforehand. I need to further adjust the targets for wave 4 because the price has risen significantly in a short time. The roadmap currently looks as follows. We have developed a larger wave 1 here during this first rise since our bear market low, and we have now moved down into a wave 2, which we have most likely found here, and the price is now on its way into this wave 3. For wave 3, as mentioned, a price target of 57 cents plus would have been set. We have achieved that. Currently we are already at 63 cents, and if this rise continues to flatten, we will see another correction. In wave 4, the price target usually lies between the 0.3 and 0.5 Fibonacci levels. This means the price is expected to fall between 50 and 45 cents. However, I have also marked the 0.2 Fibonacci level because it is very possible that with the bullish momentum we currently have, wave 4 will be very short before we move on to wave 5. With a very short wave 4, we will see a price of 55 cents before the price turns again. It is also important to note, as you have just seen, that if we continue to rise further, these price targets will also shift further upward. When we reach the top here in wave 5, we have just completed wave 1 of the upward structure to the higher wave 1, which means we will then move down into wave 2, then wave 3, 4 and 5, and only then will we arrive at wave 3 here, which could bring a price of around $2.40, maybe even more, as we just broke through that level, and then we will go into wave 4 and wave 5 again until we finally climb up and hopefully break the $5. You can tell I also have a bit of, well, yes, okay, I currently have a bit of FOMO, mainly because I didn't think Cardano would build such an impulse again and that the bullish scenario could become active once more. If this provides value for you, leave me a thumbs up. And as I said, write in the comments. A rocket, yes, the FOMO is tickling you. Thumbs down, I am still skeptical. And also let me know briefly if you want this bar with the current price values or not. And of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel, because I am now, as the bull run is really starting, of course, I will be releasing even more videos for you so that you are informed. And remember, do not rely on one opinion, but on many opinions. And if you think, okay, Arian has an opinion that makes sense to you, then subscribe to the channel. That should be it. I say thank you until the next video, and goodbye.